Hello, welcome back to my video journal. It's been 2 days since I've been able to do one of these, so I have a bit to update about, and I'll start with yesterday. So, Tuesday, today, is usually my in person day for work, so um, since I live in Philly and I work in Atlantic City, um, I usually go to my parents' house to sleep over there before work because they live very close to work and I can't drive. So it is the easiest way for me to get into the office. So I went back yesterday and I got to see my grandpa and my brother and his girlfriend and my parents, and we went out to eat, which was nice. Um, I found out that the payments that I put in for my applications to Germany did not go through. The bank detected it as fraud because I guess I was sending it to a foreign nation. And I did know that. They sent me a text and they prompted me a response to say whether or not it was a legitimate charge. And I said yes, but that doesn't actually make it go through. So even though I thought I had done everything on Friday, I actually didn't. And the website didn't show me anything. It just acted like I hadn't submitted anything, so it looked like nothing was done and no schools were picked out. So um, basically, I had put in 5 applications before, but one of them seemed to hit the deadline, I guess, between now and then. Every school, I guess, has different deadlines, but um, most of them aren't until like this week or next week. So having done it last Friday, I did it on time, fine, but I didn't actually get a payment through. So I was able to fix that yesterday, which was good. And then I played a little bit of Minecraft afterwards, which was a good way to end the day because I was super stressed out about the application stuff not going through. And yeah, that was just stressful. So then slept, woke up pretty late for work. I usually have to get there at 8, but um, my phone factory my phone has so many problems. Samsung Galaxy S21 Plus. If anyone knows how to fix problems with those, um, this one is a doozy. It just restarts at random. And one day, well, last week when I was at work and I need my phone to call the shuttle to get back to the main building when I'm at work. So my phone just like randomly shut off last week. And then every time I tried turning it back on, it said there was some error with the configuration. Very vague error message. Couldn't really look it up and find any help. And end of the day, had to restart my entire phone so that it would boot back up and I could call the shuttle people to get out. Um, Unfortunately, I had backed up most of my stuff to my server, but still super annoying. All my apps are gone and all my texts are gone. So, gosh, where was I? Oh, and my alarms were gone. So I have alarms. I usually set a couple alarms before I actually have to get out of bed. And this time, and I also usually wake up with the sun, but the sun doesn't come up early enough right now. So I mostly rely on the alarms. And yeah, none of them went off. So I woke up at like past, like, I woke up at 7. And like at that point, you just have to roll immediately out of bed. And I didn't want to do that. But I got ready for work and everything. Um, and had a long meeting, and then and nobody else came in. It snowed a little bit, so there was a delayed opening, which I didn't know because I didn't check my email at 5 in the morning when I was rushing to get out of the house. Uh, so nobody was in there except for my manager, and everyone else was online all day. And I guess they're coming in a different day this week. And since I was at my parents' house, I wanted to go in that day. And then after that, I didn't do any work. I made no progress on anything. I have like no motivation still to do anything there, which is horrible. I like I can do it. It's not like I can't fix these coding issues and get everything in, but I just I don't feel like doing it. I'm just like, I just sit in the cubicle waiting for the end of the day to happen. It's kind of ridiculous. Um, so that wasn't great. Wasn't like a huge victory. Um, 3D printer still broken. Not broken, but I sent in a help ticket on I think Sunday, and they sent me back a new firmware, and I don't know if the firmware is going to fix the connection between the screen and the actual printer. So hopefully it works. I'm gonna try it, and then I meant to try it tonight, but I wound up actually just mostly playing Minecraft. I played Overwatch with my friends from college, and that was nice. So wasn't like I was just like wasting my time. I was at least having fun, even though I wasn't being productive. Hopefully, I can get some of that done tomorrow because I won't have to travel back from New Jersey. And app on the App Store, Play Store, still waiting on it. I'm gonna see if I can invite some friends over so we can celebrate the eventual release of the app, even though it is basically just like person's first Godot project essentially, and it's not that big of a deal. But it's been so hard getting an app on the App Store that it feels like it's big, even though it's like nobody's gonna play it, nobody's downloading it. Like I tell my family, and they think like they're like, oh, or how much money are you gonna make from it? I'm like, none. Like this is just like a starter project. I'm just putting it on the Play Store to say have an app on the Play Store. Like it's more of a novelty than anything. I don't really expect it to get more than, I mean, even if it got 100 downloads, like that to me would be a huge success because I'm like, wow, people are actually downloading this game. Now I'm gonna pester everyone I know to get it, but if random people actually get it, even though it's just a clone of another game, like it's not a good game, but it's just something that I want to put on the App Store. And there's so much junk on the Play Store. There's so much bad stuff on it that like even though mine is a clone game, it's like no ads, no payments. It's like even though it's bad, it kind of justifies itself in being free. So I will definitely be celebrating when that finally gets past the review step by Google so I can go in the store. And yeah, I did a little bit of Spanish on Duolingo. And oh my gosh, when I was riding back to New Jersey on the train. So my cousin Colin Dye does this like stream and book club and stuff, and I don't know, it seems really cool, but he's already read Don Quixote, and I'm like, wow, like that's so impressive. So I started reading it, and I'm barely in. Like I am a slow reader, but it's like it's still like, and I'm reading the English translation right now because it's really honestly hard enough to read in English. I can't imagine that doing it in Spanish would give me additional comprehension. Maybe I should try it just to see like some of the pages that I've already read in English, but it's like literally I can read like a sentence and barely grasp any of the meaning because it's just written in an older style, and I don't know. I don't read that super often, so I kind of have to get the voice in my head correct. And there's like so many words from back then that I just don't know what they mean now. So like I wound up having to ask like ChatGPT for like some help and give me context for these words because I don't feel like looking up every single thing. I'm just like copy text, paste text. Like I don't want to have to like find it in the dictionary and I'm just like, tell me what these words mean in this sentence, please. That might be an ingenuine reading experience, but I've only done it a couple times for like the very beginning because I was a little like shocked, like, oh, this is a higher like my reading level should be a lot higher than it is, but it just simply isn't because I don't do it enough. So if I can get through this, I feel like it'll be a huge improvement um, for my reading skills, and maybe I can read some of it in Spanish, like maybe parts that I like or something that would give me some Spanish reading practice, especially something so like I don't want to say it's advanced because it's a pretty funny book actually. I'm sure like back then it wasn't a hard read. It's just now it is, I guess, because the language is different. But yeah, that's been pretty fun. Uh, my cousin doing the streaming stuff has just brought a lot of fun things to do. So, um, not like, I don't know, just fun things to join in on. So trying to read that a little bit, get back on my Spanish, and um, yeah, I don't really have anything else for today other than I should have probably done this last night, but I was at my parents' house and I have like, I don't know, I could have recorded on my phone, but I I don't feel like doing that. So, um, yeah, I will see you in the next one.